One of Donald Trump's favorite attorneys, Alina Habba, is now facing a lawsuit of racial discrimination after her only black employee, who left her firm this past June, filed suit alleging, among many other things, that Habba repeatedly used the N-word even after this employee had mentioned that it makes her incredibly uncomfortable. The employee is a woman by the name of NAIA Drayton. And we've actually talked about this story back when it first came out a couple months ago, when these initial complaints first came forward. And now, Ms. Drayton has in fact filed a lawsuit against Habba. So just to recap, in case anybody is not familiar with what Ms. Habba and her other attorneys at her firm allegedly did, but Ms. Drayton spelled it out very clearly in the lawsuit against Habba, is that before they would go to court working on Trump's cases, she made it a point to say this was prior to Trump's cases, Alina Habba allegedly would bring the attorneys into the little conference room they have at their firm, and they would blast rap music, and they would all sing along, and including when the N-word was said in the songs. They would talk, or not talk, but they would sing along with lyrics about killing people and degrading women, all kinds of things that you find in pretty much all pop music these days. But they didn't care that they left the door wide open and everybody in the firm could hear them saying these things. Singing along or not, it made employees, including the human resources director, uncomfortable. But that's just really the tip of the iceberg, right? That's part of the story we had heard over the summer. The lawsuit also, and we learned this over the summer as well, said that after Habba was given a defeat by New York Attorney General Letitia James, she called her that black bitch, which of course is highly racially charged language. You could have just said that B word instead of throwing in the black part. That's when you made it racial. Also referred to somebody as a cheap Jew. So basically, according to this lawsuit, just a lot of prejudice, stereotypes, and horrible language flying around directly from the mouth of Alina Habba. Now again, all of this is alleged. She has not been convicted of anything. She hasn't lost any lawsuits. But it is interesting to point out the fact that Habba had once told Ms. Drayton that it's okay that she says these things because she herself is an Arab. So, you know, I'm non-white, so I can say these racially charged things and it's not, I guess, bad because I'm not white either. No, that's not how it works. You can still be racist and prejudiced even if you're not white. And based on the comments laid out in this particular lawsuit, it sounds like you just kind of hated everybody. You know, black people, Jewish people, pretty much anyone that you didn't like, you had to throw in some kind of racially derogative term. So, in addition to having to represent Donald Trump in what seems to be, with all the evidence coming out now, an almost unwinnable case, now Habba is going to have to fight this lawsuit on her own. So it's unclear, obviously, at this point, what kind of a distraction this lawsuit's going to be for her, but I imagine the negative attention she is going to get from it is probably not going to make it easier to work on Donald Trump's cases, which means Habba could end up being replaced, or she could quickly try to settle this lawsuit from Ms. Drayton so that she can focus on trying to keep Donald Trump out of prison. Again, this is a very new story, so we don't know which path she's going to take, but either way, it's probably not going to be a pleasant one for Ms. Habba moving forward. Hey everyone, this is Aspen, and did you know that for the low cost of $0 per day, you can subscribe to the Fair and Balanced YouTube channel. We also encourage you to like, comment, and share, but again, click that subscribe button and help Aspen not be so grumpy.